Всем привет! Итак, продолжаем наше путешествие по Апалачи. Приоделся тут немножко, чтобы соответствовать братству стали. Полевой костюм для спецопераций, рюкзачок, медальки, все как надо. Боевой берет. А вот еще очечи какие-то сделать. Так, ну что, поговорим с паладином Рахмани других пропавших. У нас миссия. Так, надо что-то съесть. Да. Чтобы нам съесть там. Так, водичку. Супик. Так, и вступить в команду. О. Что-то не вступает. О, нормуль. Итак. Так, тут у нас что? Это все. Это вот что нам тут? Кстати, надо мусорные легендарки сдать. Так, ну что ж, заходим. Так, они внизу где-то, да? Так, сейчас 5 секунд, ребят. Так, не сюда. Заскочим в одно местечко. Ё-моё, что пугаешь? Так, где? О, нашел. Так, сейчас. Вид дополним. Забыл кое-что сделать. Так. 3D-очки нет, не надо. Так. Что такое? Понятно.
We should spend less time mourning toward Defiance, more time here, where Appalachia's future will be decided.
Маска. Ладно. Фиг с ним, идем трындеть. Это что? Так, где тут? А, вот тут они стоят, да? Идем. Так, где?
Finding everyone that has gone missing is my top priority. But we
Военная
need
форма
more
есть.
evidence before we can act.
Evidence? What more do you need, huh? Are you saying my Cassie is a liar?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Initiate.
Рахмани, здравия желаю.
Mr. Knapp here has come to us with another missing persons case.
My niece Cassie. Cassie Holloway. She paid some caravan and folk to help her travel here from out west. Sent me some letters just before she set out. Them letters arrived just fine, but she didn't. I went and spoke with them caravanners, and they tell me that my Cassie never set out with them at all. Those, Blue Mountain, what's it?
Блю, кто-то там. Blue
The
Ridge.
Blue Ridge Caravan Company. Really? This letter said they would acquire more people from Blue Ridge? Interesting. This is the first real lead we've found, and it connects directly with what Mr. Knapp is reporting. I actually had my own suspicions about the organization, but this information certainly tips the scales.
Так, и чё? Итак, что дальше?
We need to investigate this Blue Ridge Caravan Company immediately. Well, they have an office at the west end of the Big Bend Tunnel. Initiate. I'd like you to meet me there. But try not to attract too much attention either. If they realize we're in the Brotherhood, they may clam up.
Встретимся
Thank
там.
you, Initiate. Ad Victorium.
Ну чё скрываться? Пусть знает, кто к ним идет. Ё-моё. Так, что-то я тут хотел глянуть, кстати. А, это подушки. Понятно. Я думал, это одежда какая-то. А это что такое? Понятно. Что-то как-то у вас тут, ребят, не густо. Так, это что? О. Что за тоннель? Это что? Это где? Это кто? Апалачи. Это черный выход или вход? Ясно, ладно, так. Идем в Блю Рич, кто-то там. Ой, ребят, извините, позевнул. Ага. О, как раз возле станции. О, бесплатное перемещение. Хорошо. Сейчас заодно избавимся там от кое-какого хлама. От кое-какого хлама избавимся. Мусорные легендарки сдадим. Так, бежим. Это вот эту фигню. Так, тут у нас что есть мусор? Сюда, так, патроны я выложил, да? Это все нужные. Так. Где мой ящик? Ну, да. Сейчас, секунду. Маска хирурга. Надо на маска хирурга. Раз. А ну-ка. На солнышко развернись. О! Маски как сейчас ходят. Ну не. В маске как-то оно не так. Так. И быстренько сейчас. Где Хлоя? Хлоя! Так. Продадим. Так, что у тебя есть? Фигня. Все, ладно, погнали. Так, сюда. Сейчас, ребят, еще 5 сек. Сейчас. Так. Тра-та-та. Вот колотушка. Мордоворот. Так, это. Короче, все. Теперь точно все. Погнали. Так, пробежка. Физ нагрузки. Пробежки. Так. Ага. Сейчас добежим до этой. До Блюрайч Караван. Вон. Ох ты! Падла. Так, что есть народ там? На один. Один. Так, что они враждебные, нет? Нет? Открываю ворота, медведь пришел. Так. Ты торгаш? Нет, ты торгаш. Что у тебя есть? Сейчас чекнем быстренько, что у него тут. Кроличья лапа, кусочки и все. Скамья, стол и все. Что-то какие-то вы бедные караванщики, ё-мо. Вообще ни хрена нет. Охранник, патрульчики, планшетик заберем. Конфискуем именем братства стали. Так. Охранник. Это что, и все, у вас один вот это? Да уйди с дороги. Так, ну что у нас там на события-то? Один. А, пошлите, что в двоечка. Пограбим горожан. Поиграем в игру в Ядермире. А чё бы нет? Опыт сам себя, так сказать, не набьет. Что там за топка загорелась сразу? Искать выживших в туннеле, большой излом. А выживших это главное? В Рахмане. Так. Начинаем грабежом заниматься. Так. Так, берем. Пиано нам не нужно. Так, что мы 80 было, сейчас 145. Ух. А я что не забрал? Ну, еще народ подскочил. Какие опасные твари. О! Золотой. Да какая голова, дурак, Пулович. Роботом в голову стрелять это. Ой, блин. Все, соточка осталась. Так, а мне нужно, блин, надо кукурузного супика наварить. А, ну все у нас. О. Так, а теперь босс.
Wagon is getting a few days. Sure thing and Nelly needs her wheels intact. Don't want to lose. And that's time.
Быстро.
Yeehaw! You done did it, partner. Take your prizes and ride off into the sunset. Or maybe over to the concession stand for a victory round of ice cold Nuka-Cola. You'll come back and play again, here. Man, it's something.
Так, это двуручный, да? Это двери выламывать будем. Или патроны, если кончатся, будем делать. Так. А грейдики есть на него, нет? А, у меня этих карт-то нет. Чё? В смысле? А он что не... он не модифицирует. Да нафиг он нужен? Сдадим, короче. Так, все, идем, короче.
Sore all
Офис. Блю-Ридж. Так. Охранник, наемник. Охранник, привет.
Ah, there you are, Initiate. Friend. Sorry for the informality, but we should keep a low profile. Don't want to spook anyone that might be listening in.
Конечно, Лейла.
Huh. Don't get too used to that. But listen, I was hoping we could talk for a few minutes before we head upstairs. Let me buy you a drink. What do you say? Oh, cut the crap. I'm being real here. There's some things we need to hash out. Come on, pull up a stool.
Хорошо.
Great. Take a seat.
Давай присядем.
Oh boy, a customer. What can I get for you?
Так, вискарик. Так, ну сейчас у нас что там? Это форс нет. У нас сейчас же что там искать, да? Лучше Эдеркол.
One of America's finest? Coming right up. Okay, here you go. Enjoy.
Huh. A fine choice. Salomati, my friend.
Давай вот это с шином.
I'd rather not ruin this. I just need a brief moment where I'm not a paladin to a headstrong,
Да,
self-righteous,
упертый вообще.
mutinous knight. Alan Connors. That's right. Dear, dear friend. The two of us were from the same unit in the National Guard. Alan had been my rock through every storm I weathered. We survived the bombs together, joined the Brotherhood together. He was more than my right hand. He was really a lifelong companion. I never really considered a world without him. Not just to me either. To both Valdez and Shin. He was like a big brother. Even a father. He was always there for them. That's the part that gets to me. He was an important person to damn near everyone. It's what makes his absence hurt even more.
Похоже, он был великим человеком.
Indeed. He was the bedrock of this team. And things were never the same with Shin from then on. When we lost Alan, Shin stepped up to take on many of his responsibilities. He was on top of the grief. That must have been a lot to handle. It led him to fall back on what he knows. Rules and doctrine. He doesn't trust anyone else to help him see beyond that. Not like he trusted Alan. And because of me, because of a call I made, we all lost him. I know Shin will never forgive me for it.
Я сожалею, Тимофей.
Thank you for hearing me out. It's an honor to pass on his story. He deserves that and so much more.
Так, отлично, теперь идем.
Very well. Thank you for humoring me, even if it was just for a moment. Let's head upstairs. And remember to keep a low profile. We're just a pair of friendly traders looking for potential business.
Look out, here comes trouble.
We could use a little sunshine.
Торговец,
Stop messing around.
Mayfield.
А куда ты торгуешь? В стену, что ли?
Appointment to speak with you.
So what's your
Seriously?
story, Dweller?
Joanna.
Oh, have you returned
While all
to
this
plunge into the
cloak and
depths of
dagger
Big
hubbub
Ben
is
again?
Ребят, давайте кто-нибудь.
Why don't we cut
Одни,
our
не все
chase?
вместе.
Paladin Romani.
Well, that was short-lived. Okay, Joanna. It appears I underestimated you.
And looky there. You've got one of these famous vault dwellers in tow. Oh, and I know this one. Made a splash around here. Say, when are you planning to provide some of that skill to my caravans?
I'd appreciate if the job offers were saved for later. We're here on pressing business.
Okay, Paladin. Down to brass tacks then. It's not an accident that I finally opted to meet with you, after playing hard to get for so long. We know you're interested in the folks that have gone missing. We are too. Been looking into it for a spell now.
Так. Но прежде хочу сказать, что у нас есть доказательства, связывающие Blue Ridge со всем этим.
And what, pray tell, is that, darling?
We found correspondence from our suspects claiming they were acquiring people from Blue Ridge. It seems to me that your company has been transporting people in a different way than you've advertised. And involuntarily at that.
We've always been upfront and honest with this venture. The routes are dangerous, and our Brahmin sure as hell don't smell like roses. Everyone who works with us gets the straight truth. And I certainly don't take too kindly to what you're implying. I could stand here and deny your allegations every which way to Sunday. But I know you won't just take my word for it. So if you've got some hard evidence to prove my people were involved in this little scheme, show it. Otherwise, this letter of yours sounds more like we're the target, not co-conspirators.
Ага. Погоди, как? Раз тебе все было известно, зачем было врать Арту Кнапу? Зачем отказываться от нашей помощи?
Plain and simple. I wanted to handle this internally. I didn't want news of this stirring up a panic, maybe causing the perpetrators to flee. Our client paid us for safe transport, and we failed them. It was our responsibility to solve it discreetly. I'm sure you can appreciate that. As for deceiving Mr. Knapp, I dislike fibbing. But sometimes you've got to play your cards close to your chest, especially when lives are at stake.
I don't buy it. Sounds more like you were trying to prevent future clients from being scared off. It makes me wonder if this sudden cooperation isn't in the interest of helping others. Maybe you've just been caught.
I'd be offended by these accusations if it didn't weave such a fascinating story. Are you planning to sell that as a dime novel?
Что-то, короче...
If you're wondering why my organization would choose to dodge your calls, examine the attitude with which you've started this conversation. This pseudo-authority you're flaunting is exactly the type of oppression and regulation that my free enterprise can do without.
Ладно, все, проехали.
All right. That's fine by me.
Right now, the most important thing is finding everyone that has gone missing and returning them home. Being upfront with your involvement in this now will be looked upon favorably, because we're not stopping until this is solved and they are safe.
Slow down, Paladin. This is not an admission of guilt or an attempt to weasel out of responsibility. We are just as concerned about these folk as you. We're willing to cooperate in hopes of saving lives, nothing else. And if you're hoping I'm about to spill the beans on some secret abduction scheme, you're out of luck. We have the same goals as you in this.
Honeyed words, but we should proceed. What can you tell us about the people that went missing from your caravan?
Better to just let you take a look for yourselves. Ares! Come on in here!
This guy looks like some kind of guard. Probably armed. Don't take your eye off him, Initiate. Thanks. It's good to follow your instincts. They rarely steer me wrong.
You rang, boss?
Harper's Ferry, the train tunnel. Mind showing our guests the route?
Oh, crap. You really want to go back there?
That was exactly my thinking, Ares. Head on over to that tunnel and show this duo of detectives the scene of the crime. Does that sound amenable to y'all?
Okie dokie, I'll meet you there. It's the big fancy train tunnel, just east of Harper's Ferry.
Now, time is money, and I've burned a bottle and plant worth of caps chatting with you two. So if you don't mind, please direct any further inquiries to my masked associate.
Fine. but after reviewing the evidence, I plan to revisit Blue Ridge's involvement in this matter.
By all means. If you find something that gets us answers, we can talk till the Brahmin come home.
Ага. Туннель Харперс-Ферри. Ясно. Так, а чё, эта побочка так и висит, да? Непонятно. А где у нас Харперс-Ферри? Ага. Ага. Угу. Ну, ясно, ладно. Погнали тогда туда, в Харперс-Ферри. Так. Харперс-Ферри. Туннель. Так, режим вроде нет. Так, а это что за сигнал? Понятно, что непонятно. Ты кто? Ноунейм какой-то. А это что? Понятно. Так, нам что, вниз кто-то надо, что ли? А, тут он подъем даже сделан. Дорожечка такая. Так. Дин-дин-дин-дин-дин. Палаточки, все дела тут. Что у тебя есть? Ничего нет, это что? Записывали за кем-то. Так, нам вниз надо, да? Предлагаю более быстрый способ. Раз. Так, заодно откроем. Что у нас? Что за бункер? Разграбленный бункер. Что за разграбленный бункер? Не хочет отмечаться. О. Никакой побочки нет? Нет. Так, ладно, бежим. Вот он туда. Ё-моё. Я понял. Ха-ха-ха. Я понял, все. Вот для чего эта дорожка была. Ясно. Бля, зря спустились. Так, ладно. Так, где тут он был-то? Сейчас вот здесь подъем. Вон он, вижу уже дорогу. Вот она, дорога идет. Так. 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 Тихо. Угу. Заходим. Ты уже здесь. Так. Ну, что делаем?
Initiate, glad you made it here safely. That Ares character is further ahead. I should mention, every instinct I have is telling me not to trust him. It seems we don't have much choice for the time being, but we'd be wise to keep an eye on him.
Что тебя так взволновало?
Well, this isn't my first time dealing with a caravan group such as this. More than once, we discovered that slavers had been using the guise of a caravan to collect and transport people. Blue Ridge using a dark corner like this for their operations only raises my suspicions. I cannot overlook the similarities.
Давай встретимся.
All right, you take point.
Окей.
Guns at the ready. I spotted some feral ghouls earlier.
Гули видел. Гули — это хорошо. Гули — это хорошо. Так. Интересно. А вот этот хрен. Эй.
Well, hello there. The spot we're looking for is further in the facility. There's a trick to getting in. Give me one shake of a lamb squatch's tail to get it open. Let's see, 30 days past September, carry the 2.
Is this for real?
And Viola is just a little further
Мама.
ahead. Please, after you.
Хороший календарь.
Fine.
Перевернул,
Think we aren't keeping
и
an eye
сразу
on him.
ворота открылись.
I can't blame you. I know I'm a real looker.
Ой-ой. Вообще, так, ладно. Здрасте. Так, левелап. А что нам надо в левелапе? Короче. Будем, разбирать. Разобрать. 50. А что нам интеллект 1 даст? Ни хрена не даст. Что-то здесь дофига гулей. Кстати. Вам не кажется, ребят? Так, стоп.
Okay, the camp's just past this door here. I'll get it open.
Давай, открывай. Это уже пробежало.
That's bad. Oh, that's very bad.
Speak, Ares. What's a holdup?
You're not gonna like this. Follow me.
Ну,
Yeah, just like I thought. Let's chat.
ну и...
Welcome to the 9th Circle of Hell. First, the good news. It's bring your own paramilitary night, so the paladin drinks for free.
Ладно, плохая новость.
Bad news is that I can't unseal that door. Here's the quick version. Clever little me locks that door by setting off a bogus gas leak alarm. But it looks like in order to lift the lockdown, you need to verify there's actually no gas leak. The door is real picky like that.
Ну, так, проверь.
Oh, I'd love to, but there's a little problem. If you'll cast your steely gaze to the left, you'll see a massive, impenetrable wall of strangler vines. To verify there's no gas leak, we need to get to the pump room. One guess where the pump room is located. Winner, winner, red steak dinner. There were some engineers living down here well after the bombs fell. Looks like they lasted a few years even. Which means they had a way of fighting back the vines. Maybe start by looking for how they did that.
Ясно. Ладно, поищем.
I'll just skulk here in the corner in case another way of opening this door comes to mind. Let me know if you have any luck. Try not to die a terrible death.
This sounds like a very contrived way of getting us killed. Stay sharp, Initiate.
Ладно. Легких путей не ищем, поэтому начинаем превознемогать.
Initiate, look there, behind that gate.
Чего?
Seems like some kind of thrown together lab. Do you suppose they were making something to deal with the vines? I think I see some kind of chemical on the
Это
ground
что?
there.
Пароль, да?
We need to find a way to unlock this door.
Это пароль или нет? Пароль.
Open sesame seed, eh?
Так, это
I've
что?
always been more of an everything bagel person.
Пароли. Вот это слово, это, короче...
Some kind of code for turning words into numbers, it seems. So, I guess we'll need to find a way to change open sesame seed into a series of numbers.
Вот и числа. 822, 826, ага. Так, ясно, и что теперь?
Numbering system down so they wouldn't need to remember it. Must be around here somewhere.
Nice work. Sensors indicate the problem spotters have been removed. Check in with me from time to time. I may have additional assignments for you to carry out.
Выровненный ствол огнемета дали. Нормально вообще. И чё? Так, стоп. Еще раз. Подожди, где эти пароли-то, ё-моё, были? Ставлю 5 бэш, придурок ставит стремится. И числа должны быть... Восемь 22, 8 26, 14 22, 8 22, 8 26, 14 22, 8 22, 8 26, 14 22. И чё? Ну? Ну? Алло? Что-то я не понял, в чем прикол. Так, стоп. Опен Сесама. Ага. 8, 22. Опен. Сезам. Опен. О, 12, 11. 12, 11, 22. 13. 12, 11, 22, 13. Вот. Так. И там было сид. Сид 8, 22, 22, 23. 8, вот. Ну. И чё? Ну. Ха, я же говорил. Это чё? Признаюсь, в чем ты признаешься?
Aha, my hunch was right. According to the label, they made an extremely potent herbicide. Judging from this container, it looks like it's meant to be dispersed into a larger system. No sprinklers in here, so... The facility's water line? I would explain the bodies out there, but why? They must have known this would happen. Time to drill out. Initiate, let's look for a station where we can access the water line. This is what we need to weaken the vines.
Так. Это у меня там что-то. Тысяча крышек, хорошо. Что там по задачам надо стать? Мясное блюдо. Понятно. Так.
Here we go. This looks like it connects to the main water line. Let's talk next steps.
Так. Да что ж такое?
We should be able to disperse the herbicide into the water line from here. I'm suspecting that the security system here won't appreciate that. Expect alarms. And the company that alarms tend to attract. Ready for a fight?
Погнали.
Okay. Fingers crossed and guns at the ready. Let's take a look here.
Ой. Так, ну чё, кто у нас там?
Okay. The chemical has started dispersing into the water systems. Damn, it's detected a foreign substance. Prepare for it to get noisy in here. Shit, I'll need you to keep them off my back. Ad Victoriam.
Кто почуял? Прятаться бесполезно, да? Ух ты. Надо антирадио принять. Щелочку. Слишком много.
Gotten through to about half the facility. Can't stop now. I'll need to reach the drainage system if we're going to affect the vines.
Вот лимончик вон.
Locking the last gate valve now. Give him hell, initiate.
Взрывайся, блядь. Красавец.
Done. The
Что ты
chemical is
садишься?
pumping throughout the entire
Все равно
water
нас
system.
видят.
The assessment
Так,
that
что,
was
все?
disposing of unwanted chemicals. Well, one sleazy company's environmental negligence is our game, I suppose. Those vines should be weak enough to break through now. I wouldn't drink the water if I were you.
Стоит, курит, блядь. Индеец. Ага. Чую, нам вниз куда-то надо. Судя по всему.
That doesn't sound like a feral ghoul to me. We should watch our backs in here.
Что это? Сейчас узнаем. Так, очень тихо. Аккуратненько. На картонах. Открадываемся. Так. Что теперь? Отключаем.
Hostile robotic entity?
Насос сломала.
That's trouble.
Значит, какая-то тварь насос сломала, да? Ну и кто это будет у нас тут? Кто? Что? Шип-скотч. Самозванец маленький. А ну по ногам тебе. Так, а лимончик тебе пиндосил. Ага. Ладно.
Haven't lost my mind, have I? That was an Assaultron dressed up as a chief.
Командные
Ever
параметры.
was dead. We should be able to lift the lockdown. Let's get back to that terminal.
Вот, значит, это было. Ясно.
And that's that. Time to head back to Ares. If he has anything to do with all this.
Возвращаемся к Эрис. Пути лутаемся. Болотники. Ага. Ясно. Ну, Иди,
Boss looks like
шамань.
she's about to strangle me with one of those vines.
Да, все
Something
понятно,
happening there?
конечно.
Aries, between the feral ghouls, the strangler vines, and that insane sheep robot, I've about reached my limit with this place. And your antics. I don't know if this is some kind of trap or elaborate cover-up, but we need to get through that door and get answers. Now!
Whoa, whoa, trap? Where's this coming from? Hold on. Did you say sheep robot? Like the Baba kind or the killer robot kind?
Aries, the door! Now! Please!
Okay, just give me a second. Yeesh.
Nearly there now. We're getting closer to the truth. I can feel it. Agreed.
Ну чё?
Let's see here.
Так, лучше, я думаю, в скрытность залезть.
In terms of employment,
Мало ли что там.
benefits enrollments expired, sure.
Да, открывай, да.
And done. Trust me now, I'll even lead the way, so if you change your mind, it'll be easier to shoot me in the back.
Thank you for opening the door. But know that if we find anything linking you to this, you're still going to have to answer for it.
Add it to the catalog of questionable things I already have to answer.
Ё-моё. Чувство целей-то. Так. Чё у нас тут? Ага. Владелец, торговец, Минерва, понятно. Томми 10 пальцев. Охранник. Что-то я слышу песиков где-то, по-моему. Так. Путешествие начинается. Так. Лысый тип, говоришь, да? Угу. Что за лысый тип такой? Так. Короче, какой-то лысый типок тут. Видимо, заодно с похитителями.
Seems like you've been pretty thorough. Are you ready to discuss what you've found?
Да, вот что
Excellent.
лысый.
I'll take what you've collected. Let me take a look at what you found. I just need a minute to review it all.
Хорошо. Ждем, заодно пока исследуем, что тут есть.
Pull out your decoder rings, kids. It's detective time.
Let's see. That's concerning. Let's see. I know this name. I think I've seen enough. Initiate. We should discuss our findings.
Где ты? Так, ну.
Well, it seems like Cassie was indeed a part of this caravan group, but I think it'd be a good idea to step through the evidence together. I may have been assuming too much. much about Blue Ridge's involvement. I'd like to be on the same page. So where would you like to start?
Так, ну... Зачем вообще разбили там лагерь?
Yes. It would seem this was a routine trip until the end. Something kept them here and forced them to set up camp so close to home. That's right. The storm forced them to bunk down. They were an extra large group too, with only one guard. Sitting ducks. Indeed. It looks like we have a clear account of their last moments here. That was my take as well. Based on Cassie's description and the letter you found earlier, we can assume they were these Hellcat mercenaries. The total number of people they've abducted, though, is staggering. Nearly 15 in this trip alone.
Так, имена в
Right.
бумагах.
The manifest. One name in particular really stood out to me. Did you notice it?
Доктор.
That's right. Dr. Blackburn. Not only was he present on multiple trips, but Cassie makes mention of him speaking with the armed strangers. Likely these Hellcat mercenaries you've dealt with. I imagine Dr. Blackburn was the one employing them. I knew the name sounded familiar. I had read it in Shin's report of your very first assignment with us. Think back, Initiate. Do you recall why Dr. Blackburn had been seeking our assistance?
Что он там хотел-то? Нужна была помощь в экспериментах, которые должны были помочь. Да-да-да.
That's right. Dr. Blackburn was seeking assistance with his experiments. Something about curing diseases and helping people. I suspected it was too good to be true. And the evidence here certainly doesn't look promising. But could he really be kidnapping people? Indeed we do. Dr. Blackburn was hiring these Hellcat mercenaries to kidnap people from this route. It would appear they were cautious at first, but took advantage of a rad storm to steal away an entire group. An unfortunate end, but there's still hope of finding them. The only thing left is to report back our findings and determine Blackburn's location. I'm glad I had you here, Initiate. There's a few things I'm sure I would have missed if you hadn't been here to help. I do believe we make a pretty great team. I know you do, Initiate. I appreciate it. I really do. I'm a bit ashamed of how quick I was to jump to conclusions on this matter. It's something I know I need to change. But even still, I'm thankful that you continue to place your trust in me. Anyway, we should get back to Atlas and report what we found. If we can determine where Blackburn took this group, we may be able to track down Cassie, and perhaps countless others. I'll meet you there. Good work, Initiate. Ares, I owe you an apology. My rash behavior was unfitting of my position, and frankly, unfair to you.
Water under the bridge. All of my best friendships start with misplaced suspicion of mass kidnapping.
I will take your word for it. I am sorry.
Так, штатская одежда
You really
образца
want
стали.
to make it up to me? I've
Что
heard
за
you guys have
штатская
some
одежда?
killer rocket
А, это вот
launchers.
как у нее.
Absolutely not.
Прикольно, кстати. Ну, оставим. Ну и все. Значит, следующее у нас потом что будет? Чистая совесть. Но это уже в следующем. Там, по-моему, мы в убежище поем, которое там замороженное. Вроде. Или нет, не помню. Ну, в общем, всем спасибо. Всем пока.